All right, cool. Now we've made it to the solo of this song, which means that once again, we will be entering the realm of shred. So, for the solo, we're going to be starting right down here once again at the 3rd fret. So for this solo, again, we're going to be hitting that chord down here at 3. So we're going to be doing some slight variations similar to the way the intro works. So you're going to hit. And so basically what that is it's the 3rd chord, the 3rd fret power chord, sorry, which is. So you're going to play that same kind of rhythm that you did before doing that cool little pentatonic lick with the sliding, but this time that's not going to be there, right? So it's just. And you're going to do a chica. And then now that you've hit this, you're going to do a lick similar to the one in the intro, but it's not the same because it's more chordal, right? So it's. Right? So you play that twice, and then you're going to come back down to this chord here. And then we get into the actual solo. So, for the solo, what you're going to start with is, again, a bend where we've been bending the most frequently, right here on the 5th fret on the G string. And it's going to be similar to that lick that was in the intro, but it's going to be a little harder and a little more crazy. So we're going to have. So what that lick is you're going to be bending twice on the 5th fret here, and you're going to hold that just long enough to have it sustain, but not so long that it's just a huge sustaining note. So you have, and that's going to be just walking down the blues, which is going to be 6-3 and then 6-5. So. And once you've hit that blues note and then back to the 5th fret, so you're going to come here and play with your 4th finger, same fret positions, right? So you're going to play pinky, 3rd finger, 1st finger, and it's going to be. And that's the last little bit right there. So that little part there is just. Right? So you're going to be bending the bam, bam, oh, da, da. And that's just bending up, hitting that note there on the 3rd fret, hitting this note here, doing a little bar jump, and then doing another bend. So then you're just going to hit that again. So dee, da, boop, and then you're going to grab the E string again on the 3rd fret. So. So once you grab this up here, just. Then what you're going to do is you're going to bar the 3rd fret B and E string, and you're going to play the E string first and go da ga da ga da. So, but you're going to let them ring out together, so like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come and grab with your pinky the 6th fret of the B string, and it's going to mute this E string. And what it's going to sound like is something like this. You're going to play like the same thing with your rhythm hand. So, right? And once you play that, you're going to come and grab the 5th fret on the E string, and you're going to do these short little staccato bends where it's, which are just little half bends. So you just have the. And so once you do those short bends, you're going to grab the 3rd fret E string. So. And that's just playing the pentatonic down there. Now after that, you're going to have to quickly jump all the way up to 15, where you're going to be playing on the B and E strings, which is going to be like this. And what that is that's 15 on the B, and then you're going to grab 13 on the E and hammer on to 15 on the B, so. But what you're gonna have to do is when you hammer on, you're gonna have to roll with your finger back down onto the 15th of the B string, so. Then you're gonna slide up to 17 on the E string, grab 15 on the B string, and then you're gonna grab 18 on the B string and 15 on the E string, which is. So you're just gonna hit the other note, and then bend up. All right, so all together that's. And so that lick right after what we just played is just simply another pentatonic rip with a little blues note in there, so. So for that bend sequence there, you're just gonna go. And then you're gonna get into this blues riff here, which is. So, kind of all together there we have. Then you're gonna grab this top note up here on the 15th fret E string, so. Right? So you have the. And that riff that you play coming down from here, the kind of shreddy walk down there, basically it's the same as the one we just played. So it's just walking down the pentatonic with the blues and repeating a couple notes. I'll zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see. But what you have is. Then you jump down to the 5th fret, where you go. Right, so you're doing a little bend on the G string and coming down there. And then now we're in the chorus. And for this chorus, which is basically just a continuation of the solo, once you get to the. You're gonna hold that for a bit, and then you're gonna walk up chromatically with a. Right. Then you're gonna do a little bend here. Right, so that's bending up. But you're gonna stop it before coming back down so you don't hear like the, right? You don't hear it come back down, it's just, you just bend up and then you grab 3 on the E string. And you do that same type of bend where you mute it once it gets to the top when you're on the 6th fret of the B string. So you have, then you're gonna jump up to 12, 11, and 13 on the G and B strings, and you're gonna go. Right, so it's. And slowly, of course, that's. Then you're gonna play 12 and 10 and do this cool little bend thing, so. Right. Then you're gonna jump back to that other position we were just in, and you're gonna go. Right, so you're gonna do 11, 12, 11, bend on 13. All right. Then you're gonna pull off from 13 to 11, and just do do-ba-do on 11 and 12, so. Then you're gonna jump up to 10 and 13 on the E string, and you go like this. Right, so that's gonna be hammering onto 13 from 10, so, and then doing a bunch of full bends, so. And you're gonna pull off to 10 from 13, and quickly jump up to 15 and do a crazy bend 1.5 times up, so. Just basically bend it as much as you can without breaking your string or your fingers. So together that's. And that's just a pentatonic rip right after those crazy bends. So we have pinky first, and then walk down to the 15th and 17th fret. So you have, and then you're quickly going to hit this note here on the 17th fret D string, which is, but you're going to hit it really short, just like, because you're going to go back into that kind of bluesy bend thing, right? So cool. And now once we get to that part, we're going to go, right? So that's just, and then you're going to jump down to 5 and 3, and you're going to go, then you're going to jump down to 5 and 3, and you're going to go, so you're going to bend up, and you're going to let a little bit of the bend down be in there, but not all of it. So, and then you're going to come back up and do a similar lick that we did at the start of the solo, which is, and that's just going to be, and you're going to do a double bend, right? So, and then you're going to grab that 6th fret on the E string. Then you're going to grab the 6th fret on the B string and do a couple run licks before we get back into chords. So, and what that riff is, once you grab the, and you're going to go, then, oops, so you're going to go, now from here you get into some more chords, so you're going to be going, it's a little different from the intro and the beginning of the solo section in terms of the chords that we're playing. The chords are the same, it's just the rhythm patterns change up a bit. So for this you're going to have, and basically the only difference here is that you're going to repeat that chicka part 3 times. So you're going to go, and now on this 3rd time where you go, you're going to do that lick that we were doing before, and there's a slight variation, just a slight one. So it's going to be, and that's the difference right there. So when you go, you're just going to hit the root note before hitting the chord. So as opposed to what you did before, which is just hitting the chord when you come back from the, so continuing the lick, you go, right? And so what that part is, right after you do the ba-na-dun-tuka-da-na-na, bum 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 bum, and what that is going to be is it's going to be, and so basically what you're doing is you're playing the root and the chord, and you're just thickening and unthickening the timbre, right? So you're, you know, hitting it with the chord to give it girth, and then you're taking it away and making it a lot thinner. And what you're doing is you're going to do no chord, chord, so like 1 and being 8th note, so no chord, chord, no chord, no chord, chord, so, and then it's going to be no chord, chord, no chord, chord, then you're going to do just, so, then you're going to come up here for the last little bend before we get into the outro, which will be you bend up and down, but then up again really quickly. So kind of like a, you know? But faster, it's like... Awesome, we're almost there. So, now we're gonna cover the outro section, as it's the last section that this song has to offer, since the solo carries through the last chorus and then we get into this outro. So, once again, as I'm sure you've guessed, we are going to be starting right down here at the 3rd fret. And what we play for the outro is essentially just the root of the chords, but an octave. So you're gonna be playing the 3rd and 5th frets on the D and the E strings, and you're gonna be walking that down on the 2nd and 4th, 1st and 3rd, and then back up. And it's in the same type of overall pattern that the chords in both the verses and chorus were played in. So you're gonna have, and you're gonna play that 4 times, right? So, and on the 4th time, you're gonna walk down. Right? And then you're gonna walk back up. And that's it. That's the song. I hope you guys enjoyed learning it with me this week. Remember, if you like this video and the other content that we've been uploading, be sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and to leave a like and a comment. It really does help us, and we really do appreciate it. If you're interested in online music lessons, either with me or with any of the other fantastic teachers over at Beyond the Beat, I will leave the link to their website down in the description. And finally, if you're interested in me and what I'm doing, as well as interested in getting live updates for when these videos get posted to YouTube, be sure to follow my Instagram, which will be linked down in the description. And until next week, guys, peace.